Hey everybody, welcome to NIGHTCOOP. What's up, team? Hope you're doing well. At this rate, I am halfway across the world.
Yes,
but we pre-recorded episodes for you guys so that you are not deprived.
We didn't want a
NIGHTCOOP.
gap. We didn't want a gap that with large. There might be a small gap, but
Not large gaps.
not large gaps. No large gaps.
Yeah.
2024.
Well, last week, on 4th of July weekend, we didn't put one out. The week before that, I think there was
I think there was one.
there was a scheduling issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, an episode will be coming out.
While I'm gone.
3 episodes will be coming out while Kelly is gone.
Yes.
Over
yes.
the next month.
So everyone
you
gets
can
a little
look-
something.
Yes, you
little
can look forward to that.
something. Yes. And if you're in Asia or India or Australia and you want to say hi, I'll be there.
Kelly will be there in your country.
Yes.
And I will be over here. And
yes.
we're not excited about that fact, but that's okay.
But she'll be taking care of the home front
yes.
with Soupy.
Yes, I plan to do a great job at keeping this home afloat, partly. And
Partly.
partly.
If it sinks, it sinks.
And you will be missed while you are on your journey. But I am
Oh.
so excited for you, as everybody knows. You know, we don't have to get vulnerable. Today we're talking about corporate life.
Corporate life, the life I used to live.
The life I used to live as well, very briefly myself, and Kelly a little bit longer. But let me tell you, the 2 Ryan sisters have dabbled in the art of that 9 to 5, and we hated it.
I am not very good in that environment.
Neither am I.
Luckily, though, I worked from home for a lot of it, so I feel like I didn't have it wasn't shoved down my throat of like the going in and putting on the certain clothes and the whatever. If I had to do that, I would have lost my freaking mind.
Let me tell you something. In the 5 months that I was in the corporate sphere of the world, and I was seated at a desk each day from 8 to 5, I probably put on about at least 25 pounds. And I can only imagine how hard it is for people day in and day out who simply sit at their chair all day long. And in Texas, they feed you at lunch hour as though
You're not sitting in a chair all
you're
day
not
long.
sitting in a chair, and also as if eventually the food will run out, so you must consume as much of it as humanly possible. I think there was one day we got donuts in the morning and then pizza delivered during lunch, and then there was also a break room that had sandwiches in it. I was like, you people, you're going to kill me.
You're trying to kill me.
You're trying to kill me.
Well, it's just the problem with that type of job is that it gets so stressful that you do want to eat. You're like, this is my saving grace today. This was hell, but this pizza isn't hell.
It wasn't hell. It was good pizza. It was good pies. And the other thing, too, is that I also frequented the break room to get my Keurig coffee, in which I had 4 a day.
That can't be good for the heart.
No,
You know, it can't
definitely
be
not.
good for the heart. But
At the same time, there were things that I did enjoy about the corporate world, which simultaneously was the free food. Isn't that interesting?
yes, corporate jobs do have their perks, benefits.
Benefits. We love a benefit.
We love a benefit.
But now smaller companies in different fields are being required to have good benefits as well. It's just kind of the nature of the world at this point. You got to work for somebody who has health care. You just got to at this point, or else you're paying these premiums that I sound like my mother. You're paying these
Oh, no,
premiums.
you're doing what I'm doing. You're doing what I'm doing. You're paying a ridiculous amount of money for health insurance.
You got to get a job with some good insurance.
It's brutal. But when you're self-employed, you don't have an option.
Yeah,
You have to
Yeah.
get, it's just this country.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Anyway.
let's jump into this or that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Big company or small company?
How big?
Okay, so when I think big, I'm thinking, you know how small companies will be like, you want to work here because you're not just a number.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at the
yeah.
big company, you're a number. I prefer being a number.
I don't.
Interesting.
I like a small company because because I like the impact that I'm making. And I have to feel like I am impactful when I'm at my job, or else I will lose my mind. If I feel like I don't matter, I will feel like I do not matter. So I will just
interesting. Interesting, but I think that like in the department that I would always work in a big company, which is the marketing, advertisement, whatever, I feel like I would still get that creative lens without the hyper focus on what I've done.
I'm just thinking about like if I were to work for Walmart.
Okay.
I would feel awful working for Walmart because I would say I could literally croak and nobody in this company at the end of the day up top would give a damn.
Unless you were up top. That's the thing. So is it working for I think this is the question. Working for a big company or small company, for a big company, if you're up higher, like let's say you work in marketing for Subway. That's cooler than working as a sandwich artist at Subway.
Yes.
That's very different, but
Yes.
it's technically still working for a big company.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would say is that if it's something where it's like I'm in the store, I'd rather work for a small company. If I'm in an office, I'd rather work for a big one.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'd rather work for the corporate side of a big company than the corporate side for a small company, and I'd rather be on the floor for a small company.
Being on the floor for a small company helps you actually build relationships.
Yeah, right,
but you're not building a relationship in Walmart. I mean, there are probably some people who have.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, that's our own mother. You know, at Kohl's. They know her.
She can make a friend anywhere.
She can make a friend anywhere. I don't know how we didn't get that skill. Actually, I do know how we got that
But
skill.
I think overall I'm going to go small.
I'm going to go big.
I also support the little guy.
Sure. But there's something nice about having all the merch and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Capitalism, baby. Go ahead.
Holiday work party or one extra paid holiday?
One extra paid holiday.
Not me.
Really? I don't want to party with these people.
Do you know what havoc can happen at a work party? I do. Do you know the gossip that comes from a work party? I do. I pick work party. I think it's worth more than the paid holiday overall.
Oh, yeah?
The stories that can live on at the work holiday party.
I don't think I've ever been to that good of one.
I've been to some good work holiday parties. Not even my own. I've been to other people's work holiday parties that were freaking off the chain, man.
I've been to a fine one, but I've never been to one where I was like, oh, this is a blast.
They can be really good if the place got money.
I would still just rather have the extra pay holiday and then go party with my friends.
That's fair. But I think in regards to the circumstances, I think I go holiday work party.
Okay. That's fine. That's what you want.
That's what I want.
Okay, you're hit on by the CEO or you're in trouble with HR.
Oh my God, hit on by the CEO.
I know. Let's make some money out of this.
I would never want to be in trouble with HR. I
Me
would
neither.
feel horrible even if I didn't do anything wrong. I would much rather be harassed.
I know. Well, I don't want to be the aggressor
my God.
of anything. Can you imagine?
If anybody ever thought that I was like hitting on them or something at work, I would literally be so upset.
I'd be humiliated.
If HR called me in and they were actually they weren't into it. You are in trouble.
I'd be
I'd be like,
oh my God.
that's so embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. And like now, if you do anything else after that, even by accident, you look like you did something on purpose.
You look like you did something on purpose. And it's like one of those things where you're just going, you took a risk. Like people who hit on their coworkers and genuinely like are in love with them or something. Imagine taking the risk, saying, I think there's a connection between the two of us. I know we work together.
No.
Do you want to give it a try? And they go and report you to HR.
It's happened. You know that motherfuckers have gone home being like, that's my work wife, my work husband, whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other person's like, I fucking hate that guy.
I fucking hate that guy. They drive me insane.
They drive me
Make
insane.
me so uncomfortable.
They think they're my work husband, and they're not.
And you get called into the office, and they look at you and they go, do you often communicate with so-and-so?
Because, I think we need to pull back on that.
I think we need to be reminded this is a professional environment. I'm not sure exactly what was said.
I'm telling you.
And in your head, you're like, I fucking hit on them, and they were so disgusted and offended.
That they went to HR. They went to human resources. Allie, I'm telling you right now, I would piss my pants. I would pee all over myself. And I wouldn't be able to stop it. I would just piss in the HR office, and they'd be like, okay,
This is an odd reaction.
This is an odd reaction. And I would say, well, I cannot control my urine right now. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so uncomfortable that I simply had to pee my pants.
And I imagine walking out of the HR office
with pissed pants,
looking up, seeing the person hit on, and they just look at you, and you and them both know that you just got reprimanded for falling in love.
Yep. Yeah, no. CEO hit on me all day long. Okay, go ahead.
Pencil skirt every day. Ugh. Or a sleeveless sweater.
These are awful options.
Oh, I know.
The reason they're awful, first of all, pencil skirt, so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. And there's no way to look good in a pencil skirt and flats. You have to do heels with it. You would have to do heels. Now,
also, you accidentally bend down wrong in a pencil skirt. If you bend down wrong in a pencil skirt, you're showing puss.
If I bend down wrong in a pencil skirt, I'm pissing my pants.
All over the HR office.
All over the HR office. Yeah.
I mean, they're not that long.
They're not that long. I don't like the slit in the back. I'm unsure what that's for. Why are we trying to be just like a little slut at work? I don't know.
I don't. Have you also seen this term online lately?
Is this going to upset me?
The office siren look.
What does that mean?
So it means it's like professional, but not wear that you would wear outside of the office, but it makes you look like an office slut. That's the whole deal. But you wear it like outside of work. But it's like, oh, I'm an office siren. Like, people are attracted to me in the workplace. Like, that's my whole thing.
I cannot wait for all of us to log off for eternity. Can I say that?
Do you know how I would feel if my boyfriend were going to work and there was a girl who
was like, I'm the office siren?
The office siren. I will beat your ass.
You're the office siren. Is that what you are? Well, they're going to be boop to the office because I'm going to kick your fucking ass.
If you go to work to be attractive to your coworkers, you are fucking weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
We're there to work on Canva. Get fucked. Okay, back to this.
Do you know those people though who work in the office and they're like trying to get hit on? It's like,
I like the flirty people in the office. I'm like, why are you doing this here? Fucking go bowling or something.
Yeah. Why would you want to I mean,
sorry, but to me, I'm like, if you're trying to get hit on at work, like you belong, like go to a bowling alley bar.
Yeah. Go get hit on there. It's the weirdest thing. You get told from your youth, do not shit where you eat. And for some reason, there's just some people who are like, I don't understand it in corporate. I understand it if you're a musician, if you're doing something artsy. Yeah.
I get that. I even understand food service industry. I understand that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, it's a different, but looking at a motherfucker in a Vineyard Vines polo and being like, give me some of that. Ugh.
Oh my God.
I'm puking.
Unbelievable.
I'm literally vomiting.
Anyway, do you go pencil skirt or sleeveless sweater? The sleeveless sweater is bad because this section of the arm will be showing always.
I go sleeveless sweater because I simply cannot sit in a pencil skirt all day, every day. And I cannot stand the thought of it being wrinkled slightly.
Here's what I'm also going to say, and neither of us have brought it up, and I thought about it after I wrote it down. Why didn't I call it a sweater vest?
Because that's not what it is. Because that's not what it is.
Is it not what it is?
No, it's not what it is. A sleeveless sweater, I'm thinking like a cable knit thing.
That's a sweater vest.
No, a sweater vest has the buttons on it.
It has to have the buttons?
And it's a little more of a V-neck.
Okay.
It's a little more of a V-neck so that something pops through. But a sweater, it can be a crew neck.
Okay.
The sleeveless sweater.
Okay. All right. So I wasn't wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm
Okay.
thinking Ralph Lauren outlets. I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking Tommy Hilfiger outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm going
Okay.
sleeveless sweater as well.
Yeah.
I can't do the skirt every goddamn day.
Okay, this is interesting. You and I should
Oh
combine.
my God, this is insane, Kelly.
This is interesting. Okay.
Okay.
I have 8 to 4 or 9 to 5.
And I have 9 to 5 with an hour lunch or 8 to 4 with a half hour lunch. So the question is, do you want a half hour extra of lunch and you leave later, or do you want a half hour lunch and you leave earlier in the day?
Give me the 8 to 4.
Give me the
Get me the fuck out of here.
Get me the fuck out of here.
And-
Give me
and
the 8 to
also-
4 half hour lunch.
If you've ever eaten lunch in the corporate world, that hour, who gives a shit?
An hour is not necessary. to
You
eat
know
lunch.
how long it takes me to eat lunch? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What I try to do when I go on lunch, what I try to do is I try to eat for the shortest, quickest amount of time in that time period, and then I allow myself to relax after that.
Yes.
Eating,
Get
it's a
the
task.
task done.
Get it down the hatch.
Yes. Yes.
I feel the same.
You need a half hour.
You need a half hour.
You don't need more than that. And also, God forbid you get caught in a conversation. Nobody wants
my
that.
God, nobody
That's
wants that.
a big thing for me. Let me eat my lunch alone.
Do not talk to me when I'm on my break.
I don't want to talk to anybody when I'm on my break.
I really don't.
I really don't. I've been talking to people all day.
I could love you. You could be my favorite coworker, my favorite employee.
Leave me be.
Shut up.
Leave me be.
I'm trying to scarf down this food, and I'm trying to decompress and disassociate for the next 25 minutes.
Give me that.
You got it?
Give me that. Let me
Capiche?
live. Yes, I agree with you. All right. Bakak, marry, kill?
Let's do it.
All right. I have 3 work phrases.
Oh, I love this.
Let's circle back.
Okay.
Bandwidth.
Uh-huh.
Synergy.
The way I am becawking bandwidth.
Really? You want to bakak bandwidth?
Bandwidth.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am marrying the hell out of synergy.
You're
And-
killing Let's Circle Back?
Let's circle back. I am annihilating.
Really?
Let's circle back.
Let's Circle Back. You don't like Let's Circle Back?
No.
Really?
No.
Because I hate bandwidth.
You hate bandwidth?
I hate bandwidth.
I love bandwidth.
Because I'm like, because they always ask you, they're like, do you have the bandwidth? And I'm like, you're asking me, you know I don't want to do it. You know I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm killing bandwidth. You know I want nothing to do with bandwidth. I'm becawking synergy. Because synergy, you want to be synergy with synergy when you're becawking. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then I am marrying Let's Circle Back.
You're marrying Let's Circle Back?
Let's Circle Back.
I hate Let's Circle Back.
Really?
Why didn't you say it before? Whatever you were going to say.
Because it's not about that. It's you get off track
No.
and then let's circle back.
No. That's not what Let's Circle Back means. Let's Circle Back means I want to talk about this again. To say that is let's regain focus. You forgot that one, didn't you?
That's not one of the options.
Yeah, that's not what Let's Circle Back means.
Let's circle back to me means let's circle back to this topic where we were supposed to be at.
But sometimes it doesn't even mean that. Sometimes it just means let's circle back to when we were talking about blank. But let's regain focus is saying you motherfuckers lost the point. I love let's regain focus. I love let's regain focus because motherfuckers just be talking.
I like let's circle back. Let's circle back.
I'm marrying synergy. I think it is so important in every aspect of life with the people that you communicate with.
I'll do this. I'll marry
Bukkake bandwidth.
synergy. I'm gonna bukkake. Let's circle back, and I'm killing bandwidth. I hate bandwidth.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Fair enough.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm doing the big three.
Oh boy.
Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. We're not talking about the people who created these things. We're talking about the business itself. Hit me with it.
Okay. I am marrying Apple. It is the best one.
Yes.
It is the cleanest,
Agreed.
the most crisp.
Agreed.
It is constantly giving new breakthroughs,
Yes.
new adjustments.
Yes.
It's adapting. It's changing with the times.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm bukkaking Amazon. I need it now. Give it to me now. Amazon can do that. And I'm killing Microsoft.
I'm killing Microsoft.
I haven't
as
liked
well.
Microsoft since 2006.
Yeah, it's time to go, my friend.
Microsoft is fine if you are just punching in numbers all day, but it's no Apple.
It's no Apple, and it's not Amazon. See, Amazon, you don't need Amazon.
No.
You want Amazon. And that's what bukkaking is. I don't need it.
I just want it. Yes.
So I'm bukkaking Amazon, marrying Apple. I need Apple.
I need Apple.
I need Apple. I need
Apple is. It's just, to me, it's the technology of the future.
Yes.
Like if I get a robot, I want that to come from Apple.
And also Apple, I'll just say it. It makes me happy.
Makes me happy. It's
Apple makes me
beautiful.
happy.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's so well crafted. It's so well done. It's remarkable. I love Apple. And Microsoft, it's your time, Everybody comes and goes, not Apple. Everybody comes and goes. Microsoft, you're coming and going. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Sorry, Microsoft.
Sorry about that.
Bill Gates, you had potential. I feel like Bill Gates, and there's a bug. I feel like it's right there. Get him.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I feel like Bill Gates
smack you across the
Bill
face.
Gates and George Lucas are of the same descent.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
We share a birthday with George Lucas. Happy belated.
Okay. I have a what the cluck. What
I
do
have
you
an
have?
egg on my face.
Ooh, do an egg on your face.
So when I was in recruiting, I quit my job. It made me so unbelievably depressed to be there. Truly, I was stunned at how much I hated it. But I think truly I hated it partly because, to be honest with you, they put me on the hardest team. The hardest. There's within recruiting. There's the search and there's the search department, and then there's the other one. Anyway. They put me on the hardest search team, thinking that I showed enough potential that I was very strong, and I really impressed this woman on the Verizon team. They put me on the best one. When I tell you, I spent one day looking for candidates that they wanted, and I said, I am so bad at this, and I don't care.
Why would you care?
I do not care, and I am horrible at this. I spent 5 minutes each day on the computer, and I blacked out. I could not gain any focus. I didn't care. I didn't want to sift through resume after resume after resume to find people that they told me did not work. I could not do it. And I said, I don't think it is really the fact that I'm sitting in a corporate office that is making me depressed. I think what's making me depressed is that they think they found a winner here.
And I know for a fact that I am not such.
I cannot provide what they need me to provide. And I need to take myself out of the equation, and I must go because or else they will eventually fire me because there's no way I can do this fucking job.
They're going to find out that it's 3 monkeys under a trench coat.
I mean, I think it was one of those things where I'm a great interviewer and I'm very charismatic and I try very, very hard. And it seems as though I'm going to be able to follow through. And in certain moments, I cannot.
You and
this was one
I
of those.
have a curse that is good and bad at the same time. We can come up with a way to be so charming that we give people false hope.
Yes. And that's what I think I provided for that team. This woman was so stunned.
You know what? We're big idea people.
Oh, I'm an idea person.
I got an idea.
I don't execute.
But I got an idea.
But I got an idea. How about this?
Have you ever thought about this? You ever thought? We're the people that say the thing in the brainstorm, and then we go, "Oh, you like that? Okay, you go do it then."
You go do it then.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't come up with this because I wanted to do it. I came up with this because we're coming up with things.
Yeah, we're coming up with things. We're talking. We're yapping.
I'll tell you this. I love a brainstorm.
Oh, I love a brainstorm. I'll say anything.
I'll say. There's no fear in a
anything.
brainstorm.
There's no fear. There's no fear. You know what there is though? There's magic. There's magic in a brainstorm.
There is.
There is.
I love a brainstorm. I love a brainstorm for anything, not even just corporate. I love
the idea to go to eat.
What do you want to make for dinner? What do you want to get at the grocery store? What do you want to call this? What do you want to I love a brainstorm.
I love a brainstorm.
There's something about
active.
that. Yes.
Yeah, but no, I was a total dumbass and I think that's why I needed to leave, and it made me sad to be in an environment where I knew I was a dumbass and nobody else knew. And so I had to go. And that's my egg on my face.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in corporate, like one of the biggest egg on my faces was that I, for years, was working for this company that was a partner for a service, and that service had a bunch of acronyms. I knew the acronyms. What they meant, I don't know. And I didn't know for years until I had to know, and I went, really? That's what that
meant. I got to be honest, Kelly and I were big SparkNote people. Big on the SparkNote.
Well, why?
I can give a presentation off a SparkNote.
Allie and I focus on efficiency.
Get it done.
Why am I wasting my time reading the whole book when I can read a page on the SparkNotes? This doesn't make any sense. I still know how to fucking read.
I know how to read. I'm just doing it in a shorter time span, and I'm getting the main points.
I'm getting the main points.
And you know what these teachers would do? These teachers, they're asking specific questions they know are not in the SparkNotes. And then they look at you and they go, don't bother reading the SparkNotes because that's not where the answers are. The answers are in the book. Hey, meanie, that's mean to do.
Yeah.
That's mean to do.
If the teacher was like, it's not in the SparkNotes, I was like, your pussy is dry.
Like, you got that much time on your hands that you're going to go through the book and make sure that there's no questions related to the SparkNotes version?
Literally. Please go get laid.
Guess
Please.
what you literally just told me? All you told me
is that you're a virgin.
I have to now just sift through and find the other half of the book that wouldn't be included in the SparkNotes and memorize that stuff. I'm still not reading the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I won't. I will not.
I will never. I will never
read the whole fucking thing.
No. It's a waste of time. We only have so much life to live, and you're making me read the whole fucking Great Gatsby. And for what? When I can watch the movie?
The movie. You've seen Leo.
Oh my God.
We've all seen Leo and Carrie Mulligan. They do a great job.
The green light. For the love of God, the green light.
What the hell did that green light mean?
I don't know.
They came up with every single theory under the fucking sun.
And they never landed on one.
Oh, what do you think it could mean? What do you think? It could mean anything. It could mean that Emma
you know what I think
coming out their fucking assholes.
You know what I think it means?
What?
That it was green.
That's
what I think it means. I think they said, I got to pick a color. Mr. Fitzgerald or whatever the fuck had to pick a color.
And he said green.
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 And then before you know it, every English teacher across the globe is going, how did this happen?
What
do they mean by the green light?
Most lights are not green. The green must mean something. Shut up.
All right. I have a what the clock. Here. here's what I have to say. Okay.
It really went off there for a second.
The amount of businesses that have installed pool tables, ping pong tables, bowling alleys, you got cornhole, you got whatever, and be like, oh, it's to help you relax at work. Just let me go home.
Just let me go home.
Just let me go home. Cut my work in half. Cut my work day in half if I'm going to be here playing ping pong, coming up with ideas. Let me go. What the clock?
Me personally, I don't want to play cornhole with people that I can't tell to go fuck themselves. I'm too competitive. I don't need to be playing games with people who I can't be real with.
I agree with this.
With people who I can't call their mother fat? No. I don't want to be playing these games.
I don't want to be playing these games.
Not with them.
No, you want to be able to enjoy yourself. I can't enjoy myself playing cornhole if I can't scream at somebody.
Exactly. Especially if these guys are cheating, and you know.
Oh, you know, sales is cheating.
Sales is cheating at cornhole.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I say what the clock too. Honestly, I didn't even know that people were doing that.
Oh yeah, they do it. That's like a big advertisement for a lot of companies. They're like, come work for us. It's fun in here, and it's like it's not supposed to be fun. It's work.
It's work. You're supposed to get in and get out.
Like
the thing that you make work friends for is for outside of work. You can complain about the inside of work. That's all it's for. You're not trying to hang out within the building, and if you are, that's strange. That's making me feel like you don't have anything to do outside of work, and that's sad.
The one thing that I do fuck with, though, is I dated a guy one time where he worked in this editing office, and there was beer always available.
That's fine.
That's fine because they were just drinking while they edited. And I was like, I fuck with that.
Fine.
That's fine.
As long as you can, like, keep a good head on your shoulders when you're doing your job, I don't see a problem with drinking while you're doing it.
Me neither. But it was also Texas. Texas is different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I've got beef, truly, with how challenging it is to get a corporate job. This is something that I have beef with. Because unless it is something that is like, for example, recruiting, or it's something like staffing, or something where you're essentially cold calling or things like that, it is very, very challenging to get a corporate job, to get a 9-to-5 with benefits and everything. And people might be like, oh, you're just not trying hard. That is not true. I have a college degree, and the one recruiting job that I got, the only reason why I got it is because I had a connection. Yes, I'm smart, but I had a connection that was directly related to it. Otherwise, the times that I've applied to corporate roles, I've probably applied to upwards of 100 jobs when I didn't have and you're crunched on time. You don't have any money, and you apply to these 100 jobs. You send out these cover letters.
Fuck a cover letter.
You try and send something directly to the CEO, directly to the person in charge of recruiting. Nothing, and you get nothing back, and you don't have.
And I don't even blame them though. I don't even blame them because it's like they're getting so much of this.
Yes.
But it's really, it's all about who you know.
It's all about who you know in almost every industry, except for, I would say, like the food industry. The food industry, you can walk in the door and leave with a job. And for most people, that's exactly what they need, to walk in somewhere, say, are you hiring, and leave with a job. Because we don't have too many people in the U.S. are dependent on living paycheck to paycheck. And so if you leave a job, chances are you have about 2 weeks to get another one, or else you're losing that income that you were left with. You're just losing it.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to do that. So you only have this certain amount of time, and that doesn't give you enough time to especially apply to these jobs that are in the corporate sphere. And once you get that first interview call back, it might be already a week and a half later when they finally ask you to come in for an interview. Mm-hmm. And then it's a second round of interviews, a third round of interviews. And you're not able to get that job until a month and a half later when they finally decide you're the right candidate. And now a month and a half has gone by, and you haven't had a job that entire time. You have to plan in advance if you are thinking you're going to lose your job.
Yeah. So when they fire you with no whatever, people get really screwed over because it takes much longer than a month of severance to find a job. Yes. It takes longer than that.
Yes.
I think that, there's... a big difference in how corporate jobs used to be. It used to be like, oh, you can type? Get in here, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now it's like, you know, they don't care what you know how to do on the computer or the whatever, because they're like, everyone can learn how to do this. Everyone knows how to do this.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like that technology aspect is gone. Whereas like before you said, like, you talk with people, they're like, well, I knew how to use a computer, so that's how I got into Microsoft. And anyways, now I make $400,000 a year. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane.
And it's the same people that are like, yeah, I knew how to use a computer back then, but how do I use my iPhone? I got no fucking clue.
Right. Right. Totally. Yeah. It's super frustrating. Super frustrating.
So I have beef with the amount of stress that corporate jobs take of you when you know that what you're doing is utterly useless.
Yes. And I think yes, absolutely.
I have beef with that. Why am I so angry at the spacing of this word on this document when I know that the world is burning?
And it's partly because people above you within the organization are often very scared, and they're taking that out on the people who are their subordinates, because they're scared of losing their job, because they know that their job probably isn't that necessary. But if they can prove that it's necessary, then they will still remain employed. And so they have to put stress on you so that you can show results or show that you're doing something and doing something correctly, and that their team is doing the best that they can to help the company, because people are constantly trying to prove their value and prove their worth, because they know also with robots appearing out of fucking nowhere and stuff like that, out of nowhere, like we haven't seen this coming for years upon years upon years, they know that their value is going down. But what's interesting is that people are remaining this focus on the things that the robots can take over, and not planning to focus more on the things that robots can't take over, like communication and the things that make us special as human beings. But instead, they're bitching about spacing on a photograph, which in 5 years isn't going to be any of our goddamn business, because all the bots are going to be doing it.
It's just exhausting.
It is exhausting, and I'm sorry to rant like that, but I mean, good Lord, I got a lot of beef with this shit.
I got a lot of beef with it too. Because I feel like a lot of people that work corporate, they all their pictures are all smiley, smiley, smiley. Oh, I'm at this event. I'm at this whatever. And deep down, we all know that when you're sitting at your desk, you're trying to figure out how bad it would hurt if you ripped your fingernail off.
That's right.
All right.
Henhouse open mic.
Yes, I got jokes.
You got jokes? Great. I have a monologue.
I'll do my jokes.
Okay.
All right. What is a sales guy's favorite drink?
What?
Doesn't matter as long as there's 10 of them. They're drunks. Okay. What's the difference between a cubicle and prison?
What?
At least they get some action in prison.
Damn. Damn.
What does a watch store have in common with an office job?
What?
They're looking for bandwidth. Okay. What does PTO stand for?
What?
Patooey. Okay. How do you know who is in the diversity and inclusion group at your job?
Who? How?
You just know.
Oh.
You,
You really do, don't you?
you really do.
That's funny.
Yep.
Those are good, Kel.
Thank
Those
you.
are good. All right. Bringing home the bacon, Donovan. Your children and wife are tired of pork, and you mean to tell me you sit at a desk plagued by the ghosts of your past that decided an accounting degree would fulfill you, and at hour 9 you think, on my way home, I better stop at the Pork and Go and bring home bacon. You know who works at the Pork and Go bacon? Fuck.
Take it from there.
You know who works at the Pork and Go, Donovan? Sally Swine.
Ooh.
Yep. And you bring home bacon, but I know you go there to be a pig.
Yikes.
I'm taking the children. Okay?
Oh.
You can cry your salty tears, you fucking greaseball.
Wow. Donovan is a slob.
Donovan is a slob.
Fuck you, Donovan.
I mean, honestly.
Gross.
Anyway, y'all.
That's our episode.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Night Coop. My name is Allie Ryan. You can find me on Instagram
My
and
name is
TikTok.
Oh,
And I am Allie Ryan.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't
No,
mean to
it's
do that
fine.
to you. I thought we were
Oh,
going to
wait.
go a little. I thought we were going to go a little more back and forth, but we
little
didn't.
more back- no.
No, you just went right
I just
through
went
it.
ahead. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm Kelly Ryan. At This Is Kelly Ryan. My Venmo is Kelly Ryan Money. My picture is Patrick Starr. Feel free to, I don't know, send me $1 if you want.
Oh, you can send me $1 too.
Yeah, you could send
I
her
think I'm
$1.
like Allie Ryan 06, and it
Oh,
is a
06. That
picture
was a
of
good
me.
year, huh?
It was the automated one that they gave to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't change it?
No,
Oh.
no. I said Venmo, you're in control of my life, actually.
Interesting. Okay,
Alright.
please give us a 5-star review.
Yes, this has been a great episode. Stay tuned for the next one.
We're going to be in the same outfits.
We'll see you next time. Bye.